Yeah, I'm pretty much using the same exact techniques they do in Hollywood. Same exact. I mean, if it ain't broke, right? Don't fix it. So if someone ever told you guys you can't apply hair to an EVA foam mask with hot glue and it work, now you can tell them you've seen it first. You've seen it work and seen it look good in the whole 9 yards, you know. I'm gonna let that set for a minute, and then I'm gonna hold the root and just do a real light brushing with the brush so you guys can see um, what I mean. Plus, it'll help to mix the hair in. As you can see, I'm just lightly brushing under and over. You know, and it's good because you do pull up a little bit of hair, which you want. You want to get as many of the loose hairs out as possible, but it's not pulling up huge behind tufts of hair. You know, there you go. Yeah, that's looking definitely nice. And it's okay if you go a little long with your hair, because you can always get out your scissors and just trim it down. You know, that's no problem. Like I always say with the foam stuff as well, it's okay if you go a little bit bigger, because you can always just shave it down with the Dremel or take out your X-Acto knife and trim it down. It becomes a bitch when it's too short. Then it's like, uh oh, you know, what can I do now? You know. It's always easier to subtract from something than to add to something. Tell you guys what, I am so looking forward to next month making this dagger. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I've been trying to think of what kind of method should I show you guys when you're doing a sculpture on purpose to be molded. You know, like one of the things can be everything does not actually have to be clay. You can put props into the clay to get certain textures or certain looks you may want, you know, and then just, you know, give it a loose coating of clay over it to act as a temporary sealer for when you go to put it into the umu solution. Like if you want to get a handle perfectly round, you can spend the time it takes to sculpt it, you know, perfectly round, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of clay versus getting like some type of dowel, wooden dowel, or a piece of PVC piping for the handle, and then you just cover it with clay. You will definitely save on clay doing stuff like that. wrap it with the clay. If it's already solid, you can do your engraving into it nice and neat, not worrying about it warping or bending on you because that core is solid. Attach it to the rest of your blade, and then you can just go ahead and submerge it into the solution and make your cast, make your mold of it. I've seen a lot of master sculptors do stuff like that in their maquettes, and in case you guys don't know what a maquette is, a maquette basically is a small version sculpture of a large project. So, like, say a producer came to me from a studio and he wanted an alien head sculpture, for a mask. Well, instead of me just saying no problem, let me go ahead and knock this out, and spend a lot of time and money on a design that he might not like, you would then go ahead and you would do up a maquette. But of course, they're going to pay you for all that because it's not cheap. So you would go ahead and go from your basic sketch, get that doped out so you know where you're going. Then you pull out your clay and you start sculpting it on a small scale, like about that tall. And it doesn't have to be life size at all, because what all you're doing is you're giving the director or producer an idea of the vision you have, for that character, and hopefully your vision matches their vision and you can knock it out, real quick. But you will go ahead and do that, and I've seen these guys get like pieces of cords and tubing and just smack it in there, and then they'll melt down the clay so you can almost brush it, and then they'll just brush the coating over the whole thing. That way it's a quick, fast way of getting the look that you want, and being able to show your client that. That way if they don't like it, it's not like you spent months and days on getting that one piece perfect. So then if they do like it, you can just take that design and you can scale it up to a big size one.
So Howard says he can't wait till make that dagger.
Yeah, I want to have some fun with that dagger. I really am.
Avery says, did I miss the sword show?
Yep, I showed it. I showed it. I will show it again in about a half hour, and I'm probably going to keep doing it like every half hour. I'll take a break and I'll show the sorcerer armor. That way, as people trickle into the stream, they'll still get a chance to see it. But yeah, it's all hooked up. All the pieces are together. It's pretty much ready to go. All I gotta do now with it is just make a box. Put it in a box. Let my client know. That I'm ready. I need her address. She gives me her address. Then I can go out sometime this week to UPS, give them the address. Give them the box, they could weigh the box, all that good stuff. Get a shipping quote for me. Then I come on back home, let her know what the price is, to get it shipped. And as soon as she sends me that money, I will send off her package to her. Right here, I'm going to put on a little bit of an angle. Be careful.
Big Honey RZA, what's up?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Um, Basically, when you are tapping out this glue, you don't want to be tapping all over the hair. Basically, just tapping the area where you actually applied the glue at, because you don't want clumps of glue coming up, sticking onto your stick, and then going somewhere else where you don't want it to be. So pretty much just tapping the area that you applied the glue. Getting kind of grizzly now. Yep, I got a good feeling I'm gonna have to buy some more crepe here. Got a good feeling I'm gonna have to do that. I bought 2 strands. I probably should have bought 4. Like, I don't think it's gonna be as thick as I want it to be on back part of the head area there. So yeah, but it's alright because I'm still way ahead of time on this project. Way ahead of time. My client just doesn't need this until March. Even though I'm still gonna bust my booty to get it done way before then, you know, gives you guys an idea of how far his head. Because basically, my Padawan is coming into town on the 16th of this month, and I'm gonna use that time to work on the Overwatch stuff. Because I remember I'm building Reinhardt for myself. I'm building Symmetry for my amazing fiance. I'm building the Reaper, for a son. And for my Padawan, we're doing Mercy. So you guys will actually get to see how I build wings. Because he'll be here that whole weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. So yeah, that Sunday will definitely knock out some wings. At least let you guys watch me do my pattern. From my pattern, cut out the foam, how to put it on her back the right way. We do want to get some hinges so it can open and close like that. So say she's walking through crowds, she can easily push them together, and with magnets they'll stay together. And then when she wants to pose for a picture, she can open the wings up, and they'll be open. Trying to figure out a way of doing that so that maybe with her hands she can play it out like this, and the wings will open up. Maybe if we do something like that, I've got to come up with a cable system, something that I run down her arms to her back. That, or maybe do it to where have 2 rings around her waist area, or some string with a little weight on it where she can just grab that and she can pull it so it opens up, and make it so that there's a spring action to it, so when she releases it, it'll just snap back. So I'm gonna play around with some ideas and thoughts on that over the next few days till she gets here, and then have a plan of attack for that. Who? I don't hear you in TeamSpeak at all. You're in TeamSpeak, well, are you? Let me see. Yeah, you're in there, but I don't hear you talking. Are you hitting the push to talk button? It doesn't show it. Yeah, and I got you on a good volume boost too. Just don't hear you. So how you doing, Montes? How you doing, brother?